Okay guys, hey and welcome back to our Minecraft stadium build. You'll see there's been a lot of progress. We started off, a couple of friends of mine came into the game and have been helping out, and you'll notice that the area round about the pitch on both sides has been cleared by quite a bit. So there's maybe I think it's around about somewhere between 8 and 10 blocks roughly. Outside of the white line that has all been opened up to have a look at. So yeah, that's a start, and we've also, well, first of all you will notice we've tidied the pitch, yay! So it's now clear of all of our gunk from the previous video. We've also worked like mad on this roof, so you'll see that there's been a lot of progress made here. And we've also done some other sections on the steps, so not just these steps but also the steps that actually go up the middle of the stadium, which we will show you as we turn around here, and hopefully once we manage to sprint. So you can see this area's all been cleared now. And there we go, look at that. So obviously still some work on the left hand side here just to be completed, which we'll get on with quite soon. You'll notice we've got the gaps through the back there, nothing on these two left hand side ones yet. And then this section here we have a little set of stairs that goes through so you can get through to the back. Now in the previous video we talked a little bit about looking at the roof, obviously, which I've shown you there. I've left these gaps in it just for lighting because it obviously got very dark, so we'll fill them all with glass and see how they look. I'm not sure if they'll stay because they're not exactly how the stadium looks, but they certainly make this section all very light while still having a roof over it, which is obviously very helpful. And we've also got the openings here, and last time we also talked a wee bit about the underneath the stadium. So as you can see out here, I have got it all hollowed out. So what the plan is that we will put in a floor currently at this level here, and make this area into something out the back here, and then we'll have almost a basement level as well, which we'll be able to do. And what I'll need to do for that is we'll just need to fill in this section of the floor here because it's just a cave that was kind of ridden with holes. And we'll fill that in later on in this video. So what we're going to do, I also have one more new thing to show you, but it's miles away at the other side of the house. Now we had previously obviously set out on the pitch for all those flowers, but that took such a long time. So how do we look online? And it turns out that if you have enough of the bone meal, which we obviously have some here, you can make an automatic device that allows you to get flowers automatically, and all you need to do is feed the bone meal into the automated system and it'll work. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this up here and we'll go out the back of the house and we'll show you this brand new build. Now it looks pretty mucky, but the reason for that is because I put a lot of dirt around the outside of it so that if I do go into survival it doesn't get destroyed at all. And this is it here. So this is the system up here. Well, this is the end. So basically what happens is that these dispensers are full of water. They get dispensed along this section. Just under one of these blocks here is also a dispenser which has bone meal in it, which dispenses it vertically upwards. So it dispenses it into the grass gets flowers, the flowers get washed by the water, and they wash into these hoppers at the end, and then from that, basically you find them in here at the end. So you'll see there's some already from the test. No red because I took the red out already. So under here there's a whole section, and basically if you want to know how to do it, I'll leave a link in the description to the video that I used. It's a very simple setup, and it was created by a YouTube user whose name escapes me but just now, but I will find it. Oh, it's XISUM avoid. Ixum avoid, something like that. I'll leave a description. I'll leave a link in the description to it below, and we can, and then that way you can still see how to make it if you want. But yeah, so there's a lot of setup. I've done some editing to it. This section here is meant to have another section here, which allows you to switch it on and off during the day, or have it only running during the day, things like that. I've taken that out currently, just because I was still testing it and stuff. But in this section here is the dispenser. So basically what we want to do is, ideally we'd want to fill this with bone meal, but we obviously don't have that much just now. So I put them in the centre. It doesn't seem to matter where you put them, but it just allows for me to think that's alright. So yeah, if we have a wee run up here, there are some issues with it when you get set up for Xbox One, which is, I think it was originally made on PC. The grass took absolutely ages to grow. I mean, I think it was something stupid like 10 in-game days or something like that. So it took a very, very long time and was incredibly frustrating. But here's the underneath here. As I said, I'll leave a link to the description as to how to do it. And basically, we switch on the machine, and you'll see that these pistons start going back and forwards. In theory, what we should have is flowers. So this dries out, bone meal goes in, red flour, water comes through, flows everything into the hoppers at the end, water turns off, bone meal goes up, and there you go. Now, I've noticed I'm not getting as many flowers from this as I was before, but because it's so automated, it makes it a lot easier. I'm wondering I might even have to build in an even longer delay in between to try and get some more flowers, but we're certainly getting there, and from all this bone meal we'll get a whole bunch of flowers. So I will leave that running, see how we get on, see where we're at here. We have one red flower, that's not so good. Yeah, it's not really going that well at all, in fact, for red flowers. It's going plenty for normal, but not for red, so I'm not entirely sure what's going wrong there. But we'll still get a whole bunch of flowers out of it, possibly not as many as we would have before, but we'll wait and see. We'll leave that running for a wee bit and come back to it once all the bone meal's gone. Yeah, so we've looked at that. What I then need to do is I'm going to put out some more red up in this section here, and we'll maybe finish underneath with some stone. Sorry, with some is it stone? Yes, it's stone underneath, and some stone in that top left corner. So we need a whole bunch of stone. We'll need to cook some more cobblestone just to have some more stone left when it comes to it. So stick cobblestone in there, cobblestone in there. Oh, I don't seem to have that many. Let's see. Put the coal in there, that should do that. Okay, so those four will be working. Oh, and that's the other thing, we'll take some stairs with us as well, some quartz. So, in fact, we'll take some red, we'll take some quartz stairs, we'll make some more quartz blocks for the stairs. So, what we have to do firstly is make quartz blocks. Now, I can never remember where it is to get quartz blocks. Let's see, in here. Nope. Must just be in here. Quartz blocks, okay. So we'll make a whole bunch of quartz blocks from the quartz that we've got, that we mined from the nether. So that's the 64 blocks there. And then we need to make stairs with quartz, so that's quartz stairs, and then there we go. Now that's made us, how many stairs? 47 stairs. So we'll leave the rest of the blocks in here just now. And we'll go for that. So we'll just quickly have a wee lie down. Make this into daylight so we can see what we're doing. And then we're gonna we'll start with stairs because they're easy for these sections here, and then we'll move on to some red, and then move on to some roof, and then back down the back. So stairs. Now you have to be careful about these placement because they sometimes place themselves upside down if you don't get the right direction. And obviously you don't want that to happen. Oh, see, now that's a problem because I've left that there. However, with the iron pickaxe we can actually pick them up, so when we destroy them it doesn't have that. Ah, now there we go. See, it wasn't in the right place and I've turned myself upside down. Right. So let's try that again. There we go. And we now need a block in here, just temporary, while we put these stairs in, and then we destroy this block, and we have stairs in the right places. So we'll start filling in some red in these parts here, see if we can complete a section of red. Okay, so we have one full side done there, and then we'll start filling from this side out the way again. So let's see. Ah, we're only missing one line, so that's quite impressive really overall. And that's going to give us an excellent view of what that's going to look like. So hopefully you can imagine that section all the way across. And obviously a large part of that will be making sure these stairs and everything are in the right place. So stairs to do. How am I going to do this? Yeah, it does just continue up, that's fine. Right, let's leave that section because I can't quite remember how that one works. I think that should be... If I remember rightly, that's the one that goes there. I'll have to, maybe have to fix that later on. Oh, upside down stairs, very clever this. Okay, and we have 10 stairs left. Dang nabbit, falling off right at the time when you're about to throw something or place something. Less than ideal. Okay, so we're... Ah, that's a shame. We almost had exactly the right number of quartz for the stairs, but not quite. So we've got one wee line there that's missing. So, let's take a wee look at this, see where we're at. Okay, that's not too bad. So lines wise, we've still got maybe another, I don't know, 20 or so quartz stairs that we'll need to get, and obviously 20 quartz stairs is made by, I think it's 6 blocks of solid quartz, which then is made up by 4 or so blocks of quartz that you actually mine. So there's a lot of work that goes into that, but that's looking a lot better on this side. What we'll do is we'll just nip up here and finish this side. We do. Okay, let's destroy that one, and then we can destroy this all the way down. So that is us complete to now. You'll notice that on the bottom left there, as you come out, there is a section that is deliberately just been left because I'm going to wait and see what I'm going to do with this side. It will project out in some way, but it's just trying to figure out exactly what I'm going to do with that. Let's go and sleep, and we shall have a wee look at this in the daylight a bit better off. And there we go. So obviously our stairs at the top there look a bit funky just to get up onto the roof, but we'll do something out the back to take them out in the meantime. But yeah, so that's looking pretty good. We'll have a wee wander up and see how, if we've got any, have we got any more red flowers in here at all? Sometimes had some hanging about. Right, I think we're all out of red flowers. Okay, oh! One of the other things we were going to do as well was underneath, which we'll complete first, and then we'll head off to check on our red flowers. Remembrance of that, right. Okay, so let's take a wee wander outside this way. And you can see how it looks when you're going to come out into the stand. Which I must say, does look pretty cool. Right, okay, so we have to go back and look at flowers. Okay, so now that we're back, you can see that if you leave it going for too long, sometimes depending on the delay, it'll start to wash out the grass into mud. Now that's what happened to us previously when it was going too fast. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go and quickly shut this off. Hopefully I'll shut it off at the right time and I've not shut it off while the water's all on, which I have. So let's wait for the piston to move. Shut it off again. And there we go. Okay, so that's it now shut off with the water off. Unfortunately, you just have to guess as to when the right piston, or I mean, I'm sure there's a way, but that's so this grass will grow back, and we'll leave that. You'll notice it's all moved in, so we now should have a look in here, and there we go. Okay, so out of that, we've only managed to get 15 roses, which is a very, very low rate of return. Although it's automated, you're looking at that's 15 roses out of the best part of, I think we put in here somewhere in the region of about 100 bone meal. So it's a very, very low rate of return in comparison. Now, I will keep that because it is going to be very handy for getting yellow flowers, the dandelions as well, if I'm going to use anything yellow. However, if I'm going to do that again, I'll probably just end up doing it manually, or trying to figure out if it needs a bigger area or something similar. So what we're just going to quickly do is we will make these last flowers into rose red, so that'll give us another 30 of those. And do we have any? No, we don't have any wool, so we'll take just another block of white, and we'll make the last remnants of what I have left of red wool. So that's given us another 30 red wool, which we can go place up here. So we'll finish that one top line, and then we'll just start running up and down these lines here. I think is probably the best way, just to kind of complete. We won't go across the way, but we can certainly complete some sections. Get rid of the snow just while I'm at it. Then we can get kind of a final look at how it should look. So there we have it. We have managed to put in a whole bunch of extra wool, completed two sides, completed the stand on this side. We'll get some, next time we'll get some glass, finish up the roof, and we shall start looking into what we're going to do around the back, which is obviously, as I said, we'll finish some stairs as well, but we'll start maybe putting in a level in here with stone, just to create an area that's actually accessible through these tunnels. And yeah, there we have it. Maybe, what would we say, 45% complete, there or thereabouts. 40% complete stand. Tune in next time, and we'll carry on with the next segments. Thank you very much for watching.